Mm, mm, mm. Come on, let's go. Right. So, yeah, here we are again. Here we are again. As I've said, or as I've said before, I'm here to educate myself. I'm here to learn from you as well, to engage with you. I'm here to get better at what I do, or get better at presenting, get better at learning not to butcher words, learning not to repeat words, learning not to pretty much be mediocre in my presentations. So yes, here we go, let's go. So like many other stereotypes, in them there's a kernel of truth that exists. So what do I mean by this? I mean this. All right. Okay. All right. Where? All right. I see Kyle again. So, like many other stereotypes, there's a kernel of truth that exists, be it in business, be it in our social interactions, be it in relationships, be it in any other space or any other environment. There is a kernel of truth that business holds dearly to itself. Those people they hold dearly to themselves. That certain race holds dearly to itself. Certain ethnicity groups holds dearly to itself. You know, different sexual orientated groups they hold dearly to themselves. So in everything, there's a kernel of truth that exists, or there's something that you subscribe yourself into and say this is my truth, this is what I believe in, or this is what I roll out with. So systems and structure, this one has been interesting. This one has been interesting for me. I don't know if you've noticed that when you use some of the streaming services, when you use some of the streaming services for music, in most cases, they give you a trial period, to pretty much test their services or test their product, and you'd get comfortable in using that system, or you'd get comfortable using that using those services or that product, and that's where the catch is. And that being a catch, it's bags in those companies, because one thing that I've noticed using streaming services, one thing that I've noticed is they give us a grace period, or they give us a trial period to test these services or to use these products, and they later switch us into now being customers of these, or customers of their product, or clients of their product or services. And when you look at it, it all started at using free services. And they say, you know what, here's a service or here's a product, use it as you need, as you wish. And the fact that you gotten comfortable into using that product, or you getting comfortable into using that space, or gotten comfortable into using that service, it creates a level of dependability as an individual, or dependability as a company, where whoo, this has changed my life, or this product or this service has changed my life. Now I don't have to do A and B. I don't have to have strenuous processes or strenuous encounters in trying to solve this problem, or coming up with this solution. That product or that service that you've been given for free has done that for you. And the fact that now you've gotten comfortable into using that product, or gotten comfortable into using that service, I mean, the pool is so much rich that even after the trial ends now, you're like, okay, Ash, you know what? Let me continue using this thing, or let me try it. And that strategy, or that marketing strategy that these companies, or in this example that Spotify uses, it's so nice, so brilliant, because they build an element of dependability. And building that element of dependability, you as a consumer or you as a customer, you get comfortable into using their product or services. And you're getting comfortable into using that product, you now are more of a person that, you know what, I'll vouch for this, and I'll vow on behalf of someone for this service or for this product. And that grace period, or that free trial period, it's so, I mean, it does wonders. It does wonders, because that's where they get us, or that's where we get people, or that's where we build on clientele, or that's where we build on so many structures of the business, or so many systems of the business. Because ultimately, I want to get sales, I want to get customers, or I want to get to scaling this product further. And all of that is through sales. So yeah, that strategy of free trial, it's something else. It's a system that whoever came in that, I still have to do a research on that. Whoever came with that, it's a brilliant idea, because now you got hooked into this thing, you got hooked into the product, this service, and say, all right, this is me now. I'm not signing off. I'm continuing with the next product, because it does wonders for you, and it does brilliant works for you. And here's what now, speaking of streaming services, as I've said earlier, and what Spotify has done or is doing right now, they've actually now extended the free trial to 3 months. Bear in mind, it was only 1 month. And now they've extended that period, or that free trial period, into 3 months. So do you understand? Like, do you understand how much will be dependable on this platform? How much will be dependable on this platform, to a sense that we got comfortable, to a sense that, you know what, if you want anything that has to do with music, this is where you go. I mean, this is where you go for 3 months. There must have been some psychological research that has went through that to understand, okay, I can't get someone convinced for 1 month. Nah, I think I should do better. Let me extend it to 3 months, so that the level of dependability is so pulling and so rich that you can't afford not to live without that service or that product. And that alone, it's so much brilliant, so much interesting, because now, as I've said, that the level of dependability is so pulling that you're like, man, if this trial ends and I won't be able to do all that I've been doing with ease, nah, I gotta think of something else. So I have to take the whole product, or have to take their service and start paying. So yeah. The psychological research behind this, it's so much interesting, and I would love to even find out more why they've extended that free trial period into 3 months now. Why? Is it because they are a music service, or is it because of what? And I guess there should have been some psychological research behind it, especially into building dependability, as well as retaining clients. Of course, having to retain clients and switch from grace period into now having to be part of our sales period personnel, or sales period person. So yeah. That is interesting for me. How these structures are built and how these systems are built it's mind blowing when you think of them, it's mind blowing when you think of how they use some of these marketing structures and the psychology behind. That's one thing that is more interesting for me. The psychology behind into building, sustaining, and having to have client retention and begging, of course. When I say begging, not to beg, but begging, like beg, getting the bag. Yeah, that's what I meant, getting the bag. So yeah, thanks. Don't forget to do the right thing down there. So thanks. Cheers.